Hey everybody, welcome to Morning Coffee. It's your girl Tammy coming at you again this brand new week with an encouraging word. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Hope you were able to get some rest. And some of you actually may be off today for the holidays, so you're enjoying that 3-day weekend. Um, Today we are going to start on a new topic. We've been talking about faith and we ended that on Friday. And today I just want to go over Psalm 91, and we're just gonna slowly break down Psalm 91 over the next few days. In the times that we're living in now, with wars going on and pandemics and all kinds of trouble all around us, we definitely could use Psalm 91. We definitely can afford to declare Psalm 91 over our lives and over the lives of our families and have that sense of protection and trust in God that He covers us. So we're going to start in Psalm 91. Today I'm going to be reading out of the NIV version, but as we go through this, I'm going to be looking at other versions as well, such as the Passion Translation and the Message Bible, because I just love the way the different translations break it down even further. So we're going to start at Psalm 91, verse 1. It says, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." So I just want to stop right there and kind of go through these couple of verses. It says, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High." And some versions you will say, "Whoever abides in the shelter of the Most High." And when we look at that, when we look at the word dwell and look at the word abide, this is not something that we come to every once in a while or that we visit every once in a while. Abiding in something is like a continual presence. To dwell in something means that you're there, you're steadfastly there. You're not in one day and out the next and maybe pop in next week. And no, this is a everyday, steady, steadfast presence when you think about that. So whoever is steadily, continually, constantly in the shelter of the Most High, they are the ones who are going to have the rest. They are the ones who are going to be under the shadow of the Almighty, under the covering of the Almighty. And then we can move on to 2, because when we're doing that, we can say of the Lord, God, you are my refuge, you are my fortress, you are my God in whom I trust. So we can go to Him when we think of the word refuge. We think of somewhere that we can come to, out of one place coming into another. So we get out, we come out of the craziness all around us, and we can come into His presence. We can come into His circle of safety. And He's our fortress. He's our God, and we can trust in Him. Verse 3 says, "Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence." Now we can definitely hear, He said He's going to save us from the fowler's snare, from any kind of deadly pestilence. I know we're like in the middle of a pandemic, but when you think of things like that, He covers you from that. He can save you from those things. He can give you protection from those things. And even if you do have sickness come on you, or let's say you do get COVID, or you do get the flu or RSV or all those other things that are going around right now, He will still cover you. He can still be the healer for you. He won't allow it to take you out, because you have this protections. It says He will, in verse 4, it says He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings will you find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. So, like I said, you're covered. You're under His coverage, and under His wings, you're going to find refuge, or you're going to find that place of safety. When you think of a refugee, they're coming out of some place that is dangerous, some place that's there to do them harm, and they're coming out of that and coming into a safe place, coming into a place where um, they can trust, coming into a place where they're going to be protected from harm. And that's what we have when we dwell in God's presence. When we dwell under the Almighty, we have that covering. We have God that we can run to, and He's our safe place. He's our place of protection, and we can run to Him and be safe there. We can keep reading. Verse 5 says, "You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrows that fly by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday." So they kind of cover everything. You don't have to worry about things that come in the night. You think about things that happen in nights, like burglaries or maybe fires, robberies, different things like that. You're protected from those terrors of the night, nor the arrows that fly by day. So even the things that happen during the day, the casualties, the car accidents, any of those arrows that the enemy will try to throw at you, you're covered from them. It says, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness. So even those things that try to creep in up on you, maybe they're not wide open, but they kind of try to sneak their way in. It says that they stalk. When you think of the word stalk, it's not something that is immediately evident. It's something that kind of comes slowly to try to creep up on you, like an illness or depression or anxiety or things like that may not hit you all at once, but it's a slow and steady creeping thing that tries to come into your life to take you out. So you're protected from them as well. So I want to stop right there. We've gone through verses 1-6, but already we know that, hey, if we stay under, if we dwell, if we constantly abide, if we have a consistent presence under the shelter of the Most High, we have protection, we have coverage, we have safety, we have a refuge that we can go to. So I encourage you to pray this over your life and over the life of your family every morning, or either every night before you go to bed. Just kind of read through the whole entire psalm. The whole thing is only 16 verses long, so not very long. It'll take you a few minutes, but definitely declare this over your life. Declare this over your family. And of course, on last week, as we said, that we can have faith. And this is a promise. Psalm 91 is a promise from God. And the more we read it and the more we get it in us, the more we're truly going to believe that God will do everything that He says He's going to do in Psalm 91. He's going to cover us just like He said He's going to cover us. He's going to protect us just like He said He's going to protect us. So I just encourage you today, after seeing this video or watching this video, whatever time you might watch it, to actually read through all of Psalm 91 and put your name in these spots. So you can say, okay, well, Tammy, I know that I dwell in the shelter of the Most High. I rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I'm going to say of the Lord, Lord, you are my refuge. You are my fortress. You are my God, and I trust in you. So you can make it personal this morning or this afternoon or whenever you're watching this. You can make Psalm 91 personal to you. So I just want you to dwell on those first 6 verses, and we're going to pick up again on a Wednesday and keep going down through the rest of Psalm 91. Be blessed today, and I'll see you on Wednesday.